So, this has been my best casual run so far. Solo, obviously. If you whine about casual, like, oh, it ruins the gameplay, it makes it way too easy, because a lot of hard enemies are basically neutered, because of the change. Like, the good amount of hard enemies are basically neutered with the change. You never have to deal with it. You never have to manage your economy until like super late game. And you don't even have to deal with trip mines, which is the main thing you died to in your last video. Yeah. Look at that. As soon as I start fucking talking, I lose my shield to Kelowna because I'm not paying attention. Yeah, that's the reason I play casual and solo. So, who cares? Most people play casual and solo. Well, most sane human beings. I've seen people get to like level 36 in solo extreme, but that's for people who have like 300 hours in the game, and that's for mentally insane people who have like 500 hours in games and still say they're bad, and still complain about the game being bad. Okay, so there isn't a bot in this map. I'm gonna actually play half decently. Not play in dipshit mode like I do for most of the game. Like I do for most of the time, because, like, come on, I have 3 copies of shield. I'll have like 3 shields. I'll be fine, even if I lose one. It doesn't really matter. But if there isn't an alter of protection, fuck. Anyways, yeah. Nullscape is a mediocre game that I feel like is a game that I feel like would do really good in a Steam port if it just balanced it around a less player. Would do really good in a Steam port if it just balanced around a lower player counts. Like, say, 4 for the standard lobby size, 8 for the bigger lot, for 8 for like the really big lobbies, and then like we could do 20 with modding. Because of the fact that it's balanced around 8 players being the standard, it just makes solo fucking miserable, and it makes solo basically the only real way to play solo. Casual, the only real way to play solo, unless you're a masochist. Trust me, Nullscape can be a hard game, even if at like level 15, if you really want it to be. Even at level 15, Mr. Level 200 genuinely couldn't care less about other people's performance in the lobby, as long as it's not like level 30 plus. Because he'll probably just instantly win it for the entire team anyways. Win it for the entire team anyways on his first attempt. if you're gonna criticize me, at least give me constructive criticism, not just criticism. Because I don't really care that much about criticism instead of constructive. I don't care that much. Unless, I don't care that much if people just hate my shit. Because, fair enough. It is garbage content. I even say, myself, in the community post, I love making garbage content, but I will never make slop. You want intentionally bad videos? Come to here. If you don't, why are you even watching to this point? The longest retention on like my videos have been like 1 minute. Like, why the fuck are you watching to this like 2 or 3 minutes in? Like 4 minutes in. If you don't, if you're not here to come to my for my intentionally bad content. Good videos? Nah, bro. Good content doesn't exist. Good content, that's not our company policy. Like, if I ever become popular enough to where people want me to get an editor for my videos, well, like, I'll just be like, good videos are not our company policy here. But what do you want about? We're not part of the company policy. What do you want? Good content doesn't exist here. Kind of crazy that I did get a copy of Baby by now. Burning Bouquet isn't the worst thing ever. Problem Child isn't that bad, especially because I have so many movement upgrades. This just really annoying. Let's see. Blade Carousel isn't that bad, especially because of the fact that that's casual, so there's only one blade. Lap 2 is not happening. Same with Lap 2 is not happening. I might throw for content, but I'm not a fucking lunatic. And Blood of Your Meat is just the worst curse. It's just one of the most annoying curses I could get by this point in the game. It's just a really annoying curse. Like, a Mass Infection isn't that bad just because like there isn't that many players to spread flesh. But like, because there isn't that many players to spread flesh, so it's generally self-contained to just. So in solo, it's not that bad. Like, as soon as the buff runs out, you're not gonna have to deal with infected tiles for like another 45 seconds, unless you missed gifts there. But like, Voidbreakers is just the Find Your Flame motif. Shame that Find Your Flame is one of the worst songs in this entire OST. One thing I hate about there's two things I hate about lyrics. One, why the fuck are you putting voiceover into my song? Two, is that one, it's usually just an excuse to not finish the song, because to not finish the song. To not finish the song. 2, most of the time it doesn't even sound good. Most of the time the lyrics don't even add. But like, you know, that wouldn't be that bad. Because like, you know, the lyrics might as well be the missing instrument, the missing part to the song. But like, the second problem I have is 2. Lyrics don't even add that much to the song. God, I fucking hate spring load. Nope. Fuck you, bird. You know, with like the burning bouquet upgrade, it's kind of like confirmed that Razor Bloom and Kelowna are like a shit, or like might as well be like canonical ship. So like, you know, how does that work? Because like, Kelowna is like, Kelowna is a torch thing. I don't fucking know. Like, it's just a clock. Kelowna's a fucking clock. And Razor Bloom made of fire. Is a clock made out of fire. And like, Razor Bloom is a bird with a plant on its face. So like, how does that work? Honestly, Carousel just makes Voidbreaker even easier because, in casual at least, and if this was standard where it fires 2 swords, I could see a situation where it would be more annoying to deal with than a standard. But like, all you have to do is just go into the direction of this. Now with Carousel, what you do is go in the direction of the sword. You just go in the direction of the sword, pretty much. Because it goes like 100, because it goes like because it circles like 180 degrees. All you have to do is just not go directly opposite of the sword, and you'll be fine. Because it rotates 180 degrees. Like, that's what like, instead of a 1 in 8 chance to have to actually dodge him, now you have a 1 in 8 chance. No. All you have to do is, you have a 1 in 8 chance to have to deal with him, but also when you do, but actually having to deal with him is way easier. Like, as you saw there, like, all you have to do is just not go directly. That's the only time I had to deal with a Voidbreaker since I got Carousel. That's crazy. But right after I commented on how you basically don't have, on how it's basically impossible, on how you basically never have to deal with Voidbreaker with Carousel, but in casual mode in the first place, and Carousel just makes dealing with him easier, I had to actually deal with him just to prove the point. He forced me to have to deal with him. And I think point proven. And this might just be me, but I think point proven. I usually like leave one gift. No, why the fuck did I leave the one gift there? I want to leave like the final gift relatively close to the beacon because I'm playing solo, but not so close to where I'm practically forced to beacon as soon as I collect it. To where I have to dodge the beacon to collect afterwards. Because I want to still make money. But I don't want to, like, you know... It's like I still want to make money. Because, you know, there still is some upgrades available. Well, like, you know... But also at the same time, like... I still want to be able to get back to the beacon decently fast. I don't want to have to play Collapse for an... I don't want to have to basically do Lap 2. Do a shitty version of Lap 2 where I have to collect like 20% instead of 40%. You know, like Nate Phil's like Nullscape casual rework video. I feel like it's cool, but I think like it should, instead of like making it so you just have to collect all the gifts to proceed, it should be like you either collect 20% of the gifts during Collapse to proceed or Beacon. Just making it so making it still like the casual mode like thing, but like not that, but like not completely make it completely free. Huh. I mean, that's also a neat little feature that like some upgrades are locked behind having permanent versions of enemies, like Panic Necklace behind Cadence and Pocket Bell behind, well, you know. Jeez, that's so much fucking gifts. Yeah, I've just never gotten Metal, mainly because it just makes collecting gifts more annoying because you just have to dodge some of them, or else you're fucked because you don't have your ability. But it is night, and the gift collection is, and the extra gifts is like fucking nothing in solo. Ooh, that's pretty bad. So that's every copy of Baby's Voidbound Baby Bombardment, which isn't the worst thing ever because I'm playing solo. It just makes it normal Void. This just makes it normal Void Breaker, which like isn't that bad because I'm playing casual. Trap card. Yeah, I'll do Bombardment, which makes Void Breaker still slightly still easier than Void Breaker and casual, but not that much. But not that much easier, like, but not like casual mode easier. Not like standard casual mode easier. There is a echo. Alright. So how much is the faster regen of Future Hourglass? Seems pretty good. Like this feels like 25% or something. Oh, where is it? Recharge rate increased. Yeah. Oh, it just adds 2 swords, not... Oh, it just adds 2 swords, not double swords. Huh. Well, thanks, Cadence. You know, the longer cast time might actually make a carousel more impactful because it has more time to spin around. So it's like 270 degrees or something you have to dodge. I can't believe like how free the Kelowna timing is with on casual. Like, I swear. Like, I understand that they made Kelowna more reactable, but like What the fuck? Okay, bro. I get that they made Kelowna more reactable in its timing, so maybe it was like that second time I used glider. One thing that I find interesting is about my gameplay is I spam opening the glider a lot. Probably just a habit of out of habit. Like, I get that it gives a slight speed boost, but like it just kind of drains all of your charge. I could have just circled back. Right. I don't know why, but like, I don't know why Kelowna can only attack like from like 8 to 10. From 8 to 10 with in a casual. Just weird, like, I guess they made it so like it's just in the sweet spot where you don't have to deal with her that like to where you can like wait, to where you don't have where like it isn't that annoying because you can just wait a bit, but like it isn't. But like it's still in your short-term memory, but still relatively soon. It's like in your very short-term memory. But like, oh shit, you gotta deal with that, so like you don't accidentally just get fucked by Kelowna. What the fuck is that, bro? Okay, bro. I'm gonna focus. Or at least try to. One thing I find weird is like I can't like actually focus. I can't do like what people call like locking in. Like just part of my nature of playing video games is I just like to yap. Like even when I'm not recording, I just yap about the video game. Like you just talk. Just weird that like part of my that like just like part of me like playing like quote unquote locking in is just yapping. It's just yapping more. Okay. What fucking bird. Maybe it's just because I don't actually find that much enjoyment in playing video games, so I just create enjoyment in yapping. So I just create more enjoyment by yapping. Artificially create more of something to enjoy about playing the game by yapping. Bird. Why do I always just call Razor Bloom Bird? It was just... Jeez, that lag! You saw that. Everybody saw that. That fucking lag. Where I, like, tried to get on... Where, like, I get that it's relatively... it's kind of mid-game when it comes... That's a kind of late game when it comes to, at least when it comes to, it's kind of late game, at least when it comes to solo. It's like start of late game for standard runs, and it just is late game. Bro, that's bullshit! I didn't even see him! Like, start of late game for more normal runs, like, just, like, for standard runs, like, pretty late into the run, pretty late when it comes to solo. At least in my opinion. If I just put alter prot so far out, now I have to loop back around, deal with cadence. Fuck you. Honestly, Tantrum might have been better, because at least I only have one copy of it. This might actually be just the level I die. Guardian can snipe me from halfway across the map. Could just snipe me. Guardian could just snipe me. Void Breaker. Like, you can see what I mean about the song feeling like, incomplete without the lyrics. Even if you aren't a guy who enjoys lyrics like me. Like, it just feels wrong to not have the lyrics in a song made with lyrics. Hot take: Glider may be relatively mid when it comes to overall class selection, because the Charger is the best, Diver is the second best. Diver's a decently close second best. And then a decent chunk down, you have Glider and Spirit. Then you have like another decent chunk down in viability with like Wanted and Grappler. If you're wondering why I'm rating Grappler so low, it's just because what I've seen of good players who play Grappler. Note, not good grapplers, good people who play Grappler. What all they use it for is basically just a slight speed. Is basically just a Charger fast fall that also gives you a slight amount of forwards momentum when used. That's it. That's it. And that's all I see good players who use Grappler doing. What the f- I only have 2 ICBMs. Why is there so many? Well, it is relatively late. Well, it is kinda late game. So I guess. So they gotta make early game enemies somewhat hard. Barely got Guardian there. This is what I mean. Guardian can snipe me pretty consistently. If I'm not careful. How long do... What? Nah, dude. Fuck you. I was literally opposite to them. I was literally fucking opposite to them. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like 2 or 3 frames where I was technically facing their hitbox. But like, fuck that shit. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if it is bullshit. If something feels like bullshit, it shouldn't be like that in a game. Doesn't matter if it actually is bullshit. If it feels like bullshit, if it consistently feels like bullshit to die to, it should be changed. Because, like, at the end of the day, games are designed to be fun. Games are supposed to be fun. Like, some people find it fun to be challenged, which is the reason challenging video games exist. That's actually crazy that, like, despite the fact that this is like entirely different map generation, that like it's only 4 more gifts than the last level. Yeah. Well, that's a decent. Well,